Hello, welcome to Blind Pomegranate Tarot. I am Christine. If you are new here, it's very nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hi, how you been? It's a very sunny, lovely day today. A beautiful spring day, so I'm in a good mood. I hope that reflects into our pick a card today. I think it will. So what are we doing here today? Today we are doing a follow-up to our Coffee Talk Tuesday. And we're currently doing in our Coffee Talk Tuesdays a 3-part series, Body, Mind, and Spirit. And this past Tuesday, we did the mind. But more specifically, we did how can our thoughts, or how do our thoughts, affect our abundance? So today, we're taking that a step further, and we're asking Spirit, what is blocking your abundance? Okay? This is going to be fun. I'm really going to enjoy this one. I know. I could tell when I was doing the cards and I was shuffling out the cards. So down below there will be timestamps for all 3 groups, as well as I just mentioned, the shuffle. I videoed my shuffle. But I ask you to please wait. Don't go look at the shuffle until after you pick a pile. Okay? So let's start there. On group 1, we have a garnet. It's a very deep red with veining. And it's really kind of a palm stone. It's got a dent there for you to put your thumb while you're meditating. It's a beautiful stone. I love it. Now, pile 2, we have pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. They're very cool. If you are looking to bring in a little prosperity in your life, put a little of this in your pocket or in your wallet, or put it in your bra, whatever works. And on pile 3, I have to be honest with you, I'm not totally sure what stone this is. This was a gift from a very sweet person, and it's clear and then a little bit milky, but it also has a little flash in it. So I'm thinking that it's either a very light labradorite or moonstone. Either way, they are from the same crystal family, so we're good there. I love that one. It's got a beautiful energy to it. So to help you pick, there are a couple of different things that you can do. One, you can, of course, go by the crystal. If you're able to do this, maybe you can see auras on the pile, or maybe you can see them vibrating, shifting back and forth. Or if you want to check the numbers down below in the timestamps, maybe there's a number in there, your favorite number, or one that really resonates with you, and you pick by that. Or you can run the numbers through your mind, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and see which one comes up and which one kind of stands out to you. Just to let you know, everybody who's new here, I am legally blind, visually impaired, and so I have friends who are as well. So I read a little bit differently so that I can make sure that I include everyone who can see it as well as hear it, okay? But I'll talk more about that when we get to your pile. So what I ask everyone to do on all of my pick a cards is to do a quick little meditation with me. It's just a quick breathing meditation, help you to sit back into your intuition. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our feet flat on the floor. We're going to put our hands in our laps with our palms up. And what this is going to do is root you to the earth and open you to the universe. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose for 5, hold it for 2, and push it out our mouth for 3. And what that's going to do is bring in new and push out the old. And then you can sit back into your intuition and take as long as you need to, or you can pause the video if that helps you. So I'm going to do this meditation with you, and we'll start now. Okay, I hope that helped. If you need time, like I said, go ahead and pause the video. Before you run on over to your pile, please subscribe. I would appreciate that very, very much. Hit that notification bell so you can see me next time too. And I'll see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the garnet. It's sitting up there. So as I mentioned in the introduction, I am visually impaired, legally blind. And so I read a little bit differently. And I do that to accommodate my friends who are as well. Which means you can see the cards are already laid out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all of them. I may describe them, their placement and that sort of thing so that everybody can be involved. Okay? So we'll start at the beginning. And you've got a very interesting story going on here. I'm hoping that you can see all the cards there. Try and arrange them so you can see them all. And remember, what we're asking today is we're asking Spirit, what is blocking our abundance? So the very first card you got was the Six of Cups in reverse. Next to that, the Nine of Wands. Next to that, the Devil card. And next to that, the Hierophant. Excuse me, the Hermit. And those are your tarot cards. And then I pulled, I'll list the cards in the description down below, okay? The next one that you got was the Trickster. Very interesting. And the King. Okay. And those are on either side of the tarot cards. The Trickster and the King. Let's come back over here where you're supposed to be. Okay, on the first row. Then these cards are from Soul Lessons Oracle deck. I just got it and it's really, really beautiful. And this one says peace. Don't worry, we'll come back to all of this, okay? If you see me pulling the cards back, it's because I need to look at them up close because of my vision, okay? On the opposite side, on row 2, you also, this is also from the Soul Lessons, you got acceptance. Acceptance. It's very interesting. Okay, and then I pulled, in the middle of the second row, I pulled 2 cards that come from the Akashic Records deck. And the first one is the Bird's Nest, and the second one is the Architect. Okay. And in between those two is a crystal card. And you got Past Life, Lapis Lazuli, one of my all-time favorite stones. And then one last card we got from the astrological deck, okay? And what you got was the 8th house, intimacy. It goes a little deeper than that, but I'll get to it. So immediately when I saw the past life and the 6 of Cups, what I heard and felt for you was there is something, not necessarily a past life, but a past of your life and this life, okay? Something in your past is holding you back. This is the 6 of Cups in reverse, okay? Something to do with family, something to do with community, something in your childhood, something maybe even in your late teens, something in your past, okay, could be further on than that, but that's what I'm seeing right now, is holding you back because you have the 9 of Wands here, which means you're exhausted, okay? You are exhausted of struggling, but you're almost there, but you are exhausted. The Devil card, of course, doesn't mean the actual devil, okay? What it means is especially in this case, what it means is something that has got its grip on you, okay? Something is holding you back. The Devil card can be interpreted as something, you know, addictive or something like that. But in this case, I think it's something, I wish I could, we'll keep going because I may get more messages as we go, okay? The Hermit card, I think you're trying to hide from this. You've been trying to hide from this issue for a long, long time. You've been trying to sort of head in the sand like it never happened. But it's something that is holding you back. It's next to the Trickster card. And I'm going to read it here. It says, transcending convention, stiffness, and predictable behavior. So there's something, there's something that happened in your past, okay, that has become a habitual, it's become habitual. It has become something that you've almost accepted. inwardly, but outwardly, no. So inwardly, you're thinking, this is just how it's always going to be. This is how it was when I was younger. This is what I dealt with when I was younger. This is the thing that happened when I was younger. And now I just pretend like it didn't happen and trick myself literally into sort of stuffing down those feelings and those memories. And it has changed the course of your life. Change the course of your life is what I just heard. So when we see, excuse me, the devil card in this row, what we're talking about is whatever this thing is that happened in your past life, and it's your current life. Okay, this is not like a past life reading. This is what's happened in the past is still holding you back. You are the Nine of Wands. You're exhausted of it, okay? But you are almost that close to being past it. But because you are sort of keeping your head in the sand about it and tricking yourself into believing that you'll never get past it, it's blocking your abundance, whatever this was. The King card. I'm going to read it, okay? Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I just heard something about me. Okay. I see. Okay. Okay. I feel like whatever this was for you, and it can be different for everybody, but whatever this was for you, you sort of, the way that you've decided to deal with this, okay, is to, yes, okay. The way that you've decided to deal with this is to almost work with it, okay? And you've created something. I see here that you've created some type of life, whether that be your work or the nest, your home life, or yes, you've created it. You have created it because you see this as, you see it, you know it, you acknowledge it outwardly, but not inwardly. Outwardly, but not inwardly. You see what's happened to you. You know what's happened. You know what this is that's holding you back from your past. And you've created almost, it could, like a business. Yeah, like a business, or in your job. Like you went to school and you learned about this, and then you said, oh, I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to make it something better. And that's great because you've acknowledged it and you're trying to make it better for other people, and you're trying to bring yourself peace about it, okay? And that's wonderful, it is. But there's a little but on the outwardly, okay? You acknowledge it. You're teaching others how not to let that happen to you. You're changing your way. You're changing your life. You're helping to change others' lives. Okay. But here we go. Here, the acceptance card. You have accepted this outwardly, but not inwardly. Okay. It's something that is still. It's something that is still there. And you're able to verbalize it to everyone else, but when it comes to yourself, internally, you're the hermit. You have internalized it and silenced it. And that's what's holding you back. I think that yes, you have here the 8th house, intimacy. Now this card, it says intimacy, but if you read it, okay, it says investments, intensity, contracts. It has some sexual reference, of course, because you have the intimacy there. Capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions. Obsessions can go, of course, with the Devil card. Stalking. It says Kundalini energy, so I'm thinking that that can't hurt to do some Kundalini meditations may help. But what they're telling me here, what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling and hearing, okay, is that something happened in your past that you not only accepted outwardly, but you turned it into something. You were the architect of creating this new idea how to make sure that that never happens again. That could be anything. You know, you grew up a poor kid who didn't have health insurance, and when you grew up, you decided that you were going to go into the healthcare industry and you were going to work and create free clinics or something, right? Or you know, you were neglected and you're like, well, I'm going to go into and be a counselor for children or something like that. Okay, that you turned it around for sure. You absolutely did, 100%. You created this thing for yourself, and you worked with what had happened to you, and you turned it around and you made it into this amazing thing. Okay, either you started your own business or you went to school to figure out what one, to help yourself, but two, to ensure that this never happened. This energy, devil energy, never happened to anyone else ever again. But the point here is, and what Spirit is telling me is, by these cards, is that you have outwardly said it and you have outwardly accepted it, but you have not internally accepted it. And there is some work there that needs to be done to release yourself from this 9 of Wands. You're almost there, but you're just exhausted of it. So what it's telling me is you need to do a little bit of work, maybe a lot of work, okay, to find out what that one part is that is keeping you from fully accepting on the inside. Okay, this is something that you think about a lot. This is something that you're kind of fooling yourself about. This is something that you're kind of saying through your actions and everything else, you've done this amazing thing and you've turned this terrible thing that happened to you around, and you're benefiting other human beings, and that's amazing. It really is. And I think that that's so great. But if you're not practicing what you preach almost, or you're not really delving in and doing sort of your shadow work about this that happened to you, that abundance can't come through all the way. You've done an amazing job. I can see that here. You've done an amazing job. You're working towards your own peace. You want peace for others, for sure. Okay, absolutely, 100%. But there's that little bit that you're not accepting yet. And some shadow work, some therapy, something like that. There's that little tiny bit that's holding you back from this. That's why your 6 of Cups is in reverse. It's something that happened in the past, why you're the 9 of Wands, or you're just exhausted of it. But the Spirit is asking you to go that one step further. Go from the 9 to the 10. Just that one step further. That's the thing that's holding you back, because I see here that you're denying it to yourself, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't, because I can tell what an amazing person you are. I can tell how much you give and how much, you know, what your own life experience has taught you, and how you can turn it around and help other people is remarkable. It's amazing. You should be so proud of yourself for that, and know that Spirit sees that absolutely 100% they see that, and they are proud of you for that. But they want you to work a little bit more on what it is you're kind of hiding still to yourself, not to the world, but to yourself. Ooh. I think that this is amazing, and I think that you've done so much, and you've come such a long way. It's just remarkable. I have such admiration for people who can do that, who can take their adversities and turn it around and to use it for other people's benefit is really what we're all here for, what we should be here for, right? That's the conscious collective getting together to help everyone else and to grow the universe. That's why we're here. And so we need you to be doing this work. It's very important, but it's also important, and Spirit is telling you it is important for you to give the same love and generosity to yourself that you seem to be giving everybody else. I see that here. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I am always open to questions if you have any. If you'd like to talk to me, I'm always here. I'd love to hear you, anything that you have to say, or questions that you might have, and maybe somebody else, if you put something down in the comments, maybe somebody else can help you, or you can help someone else by doing that. I think that that's amazing, and that's really why we're here, is to share with each other. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I get to see you again soon. I'd like to thank my guides and your guides for a beautiful reading. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the pyrite. It's stuck up there. So, like I mentioned in our intro, I am legally blind, visually impaired, and so I do my readings a little bit differently than most, okay? As you can see, all the cards are out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all of them. I'm going to describe what they look like. Sometimes I describe where they're at and that sort of thing, so that those who cannot see can hear and participate as well, okay? So that's why it's here. Now, this is interesting because I actually filmed this pick a card last night, and when I woke up this morning, all of my video, everything was gone, all my pictures, everything gone, and like could not find them, could not get them back. And I thought, wow, what was that about? So, but when I started to pull these cards and I started to flip these cards over, I was like, there you are, I saw you last night. So interestingly, this is almost identical to the one last night. Different cards a little bit, but the exact same message. And I thought, wow, somebody needs to hear this one. Just so you know, I'm those who know me, those who know my readings, know that I don't do love readings. I know that they're really popular, but I don't do that because I don't mess with other people's energy when it comes to love. That's not the way to go. So I don't do love readings. Now, on occasion, they pop out because somebody is coming my way who needs to hear this. So that's where we're going with this one. It's a little bit of a love reading, but of course, remember, we're asking what is blocking our abundance. And in this case, you are my pile of what is blocking your love abundance. Okay? So we're going to start with the tarot at the top. And you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then you have... Come here, my little card. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Hold still. Right next to that. And next to that, Four of Cups in reverse. Now, you came out yesterday. Very interesting. So I know exactly where this was going. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, they're back. So it doesn't matter if I lost all that. It's interesting because I pulled a lot more cards for today than I did yesterday. So I think what they were trying to tell me was, you don't have enough information and we need to give you more. So start again. Do your meditation and let's start over. So right next to that, you have the Advocate. Okay. And I'll read that to you. It said, inspires you to put compassion into action. So they're quite right. There was a little bit more message here that I was not quite getting yesterday. And that's why we've got some more cards. And then from the Soul Lessons Oracle deck, we got Judgment. I'm going to jump over here to this side. We have the detective, the detective card, and I'll read that to you. It says, great power of observation and intuition, okay, desire to seek out the truth. So I think, yeah, definitely I did not get enough yesterday. They were like, no, you need to start over because we've got more to say. So you didn't give them enough detail, so they made me do it again the hard way. And then worry is your lesson card. But we'll come back to that. So I pulled 2 Akashic Records cards. One is War of the Roses. Okay. And the other one, if I'm remembering correctly, yes. Yes, again, this one was in yesterday as well, is the Waterfall. So, and then in the center here you have your crystal card, okay? And it is Heart Healing, okay? So yeah, it's the same message, but with a lot more detail. So this is why they had me do this for you guys. They're like, start over. They need more. And the eighth house, relating. And I'm going to read that to you, okay? Partners, companionship, best friends, marriage. You see where I'm going? Relationships, okay? The 8th house. So there's a lot of pentacles here, but there's also some wands and some cups. But so this, of course, is a relationship deck. And you've got something, well, basically what you are is looking for the correct person. You are hoping for the right person. You are standing up for yourself. You are, you have gone through something difficult recently, okay? That's sort of where you had to be the advocate for yourself, and the detective work, and it exposed something in a past relationship, or it could be very, very current, but you have exposed something that has taught you the lesson that I can do this for myself. I can fill my own cups. I am pouring out what you're trying to give me. I'm not listening to it anymore. I am standing on my own. Okay. It's very similar to the message I got yesterday, except with a little added information. Okay. Yesterday was very simple. You're standing on your own and you're not, I don't need you, that sort of thing. But this is more than that. This is more of detailed information about very recently you went through something where some painful issues came up in your relationship, or I think it's very recent, okay? Or this could be a past wound, but I think it's very recent, and you kind of had to do some detective work, and you've been doing some inner work trying to figure out what this was and how you'll deal with it. And so this deck is a bit more about you not just that you've sort of struck out on your own, but and you figured it out for yourself, but that you, hang on, let me hear what they're saying. Yeah, there was a lot of battling. The War of Roses. That's 2 households fighting. Here you have the Heart Healing card. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. There was a lot of pain in this situation, a lot of hurt. Yeah, a lot of hurt. A lot of judgment, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of there was a lot of that you felt very, not just wounded, but what is the word? You felt that you had been unjustly unjustly wounded, that it was a deep wound. Yeah, and that the emotions and the pain just gushed from you. There's a lot of water here. Yeah. Water is love and emotions, heart healing. Okay, so this is definitely a lot more information than yesterday. Yeah. You've had to be, interesting, you've had to be an advocate for yourself, because I don't think anybody else would in this, or did for you in this situation. Why is that? Okay, I think maybe they didn't. I think maybe your circle of group of people, your family, friends, that sort of thing, maybe didn't believe you at first. And so you had to do your own sort of detective work to figure this out. But I'm seeing just there was a lot of pain. Okay, there was a lot of pain. But the message here is, okay, that you of course have some heart healing to do. That is for sure. Okay, and until you do that, and take your time. Okay, take your time with this. Take your time. Okay. They're not asking you. They're not asking you to rush. They're not asking you to rush at all. Okay, this is why they pulled it again. I think that you are trying. Yes, that's what it is. You are trying to rush into this something new, but at the same time, you know, okay, that it's not right for you yet. It's definitely not right for you yet. You are not at the place where you can say, I love myself above everyone else. Okay? And so I don't need a relationship right now. You are really trying to rush this. This is, yeah. You're trying to rush past. That's what's holding you back. You are trying to rush past this hurt. Put it in your rearview mirror. But you can't. It's too fast. What they're asking you to do is slow down. That's why your abundance won't come to you, because they're not going to bring it to you yet. They're just not, because you're rushing it. You're going too fast. This is a past pain for sure, but it's not that far in the past, okay, that you need to be leapfrogging over all of this to try and get into some kind of new relationship or relationship, okay? That they're saying you're moving too fast, you're going too fast. There was a lot of pain, a lot. And I think that maybe you haven't even completely dealt with all of that yet. I think that you may have some buried pain that you haven't dealt with yet. The Queen of Pentacles is a very sensible person, okay? The Pentacles are earthly, home, family, jobs, that sort of thing. She's very sensible. Of all of the queens, she's the most sensible, okay? In that she's balanced in family, work, home, finances. She's balanced that way. So that's you, of course. But what they're telling me, especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? Fast moving energy, fire, fast, okay? It's in reverse. You are trying to push past this pain too fast, and so they cannot bring you the abundance of love that you want right now. And so they really are truly asking you to do some heart healing first. You need to see how it's right underneath the Queen, okay? That means something. She needs to do some heart healing first, okay? And so they can't, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep bumping the camera. So they cannot bring you your abundance of love that you're looking for, because I can tell here that you, and I could tell last night too, that you are looking for a new relationship, okay? But that you were kind of holding off. But this is telling me today that actually you're more looking for it than I realized last night. And I think that's why they had me do these again. You're moving too fast, okay? because even you have a little bit of worry about that. Okay, even you have a little bit of worry about how fast you're moving, trying to get into another relationship. Don't judge yourself on how long this is taking, okay, to heal from this. It may feel to you like it's been an eternity, but what Spirit is telling you is it's not. And you still have a little further to go. But they are saying, okay, that when you can look at when you get to the point where you go, well, you know what? I'm just going to be me for a while. I don't need somebody else. I'm going to show myself the love I deserve. Okay, when you can love yourself that way, then they will bring you the abundance of love that you're looking for. But right now they're saying, slow down. This is too fast. You're going too fast. You're trying too hard, too fast. You've got way too much emotion still pouring in. Way too much about this past. And so you really, truly, you don't want that to then affect any future relationship, right? Okay, so that's what they're telling you here. This was a war of the roses. This may have even been a divorce, okay? For some of you, this might have been a divorce. For others, a long-term relationship that broke up. That was essentially a marriage. But what they're saying is you haven't given yourself enough time to heal from this. You haven't given your heart enough time to heal from this. So they cannot bring you in that abundant love yet, because you still have these wounds that you need to work on. You are the Queen of Pentacles, and you're very practical in that way. But, you know, they're telling you you've got heart healing to do. She's still got heart healing to do. And that's what's holding you back. It's very interesting. That I'm so glad that I was a little bit frustrated about losing the video, but I'm so glad that they did it so that I could see clearer this picture and offer up more information. So yeah, and it's very clear now, okay, that they're asking you to slow down, take a deep breath, find the love in yourself for yourself again, okay, and really be sure that you are completely healed up from this past wound before you can move on to your next one, to the one that they want you to have, to the abundant love that you deserve, to the right person. You may have felt that in the past, that this was the right person and you had this real war over it, but stop worrying about how long it's taking you. You may even be getting pressure from other people. Why aren't you dating? You need to get out there and date. And, you know, you need to ignore them, because the only person who can answer that is you. And I can see here that you've already got doubt about that. You know, doubt that it's really time yet, and judgment, and you're judging yourself. Maybe others are judging you about it. It's time for you to get up and get out. You need to be your own advocate in this situation. You probably have been all along. But give yourself a little bit more time to heal. That's what Spirit's saying. Give yourself a little more time to heal. It doesn't hurt anything. It helps you. And in the end, at the end of the day, the only person that matters is you in this situation. When it comes to your love, this is your love and your heart, right? So the only person that matters, doesn't matter what people on the outside are saying. The only person that matters is you, and getting that heart all healed up first. And then, I promise, Spirit is watching, will bring you the love that you deserve. Okay? I'd like to thank your guides and my guides for this beautiful reading. I'm so glad I got to meet you, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the, we're going to go with Moonstone. I promise I'll figure out what that is. So, like I mentioned in the intro, I am legally blind, visually impaired, so I read a little bit differently than most, okay? You can see that all the cards are out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all the cards. I will discuss a little bit about their placement and maybe what they look like and that sort of thing, so that everybody can be involved, whether you can see it or only hear it, okay? So having said that, let's jump right in, because you guys are impressive. I love this one. The very clear message. I was like, is that right? Yeah, okay, great. So the first card you got was the Ace of Swords. The second card you got was the Fool. Oh no, this is the Fool? Yes, the Fool. Okay. So, not that you're a fool, okay, but that you, well, I'll come back to it, okay. And then I pulled the Rescuer, and then I got Good. This is a good one. I like this a lot. It's very interesting. I'd like to know who you are. I'm sorry I bumped the camera. I keep doing that today. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then I pulled from the archetype, no, excuse me, the Akashic Records Oracle deck. I will list all the decks down below that I used, okay? I got the King of Scrolls and the Divine, oh yeah, I'm sorry, the Divine Physician. The King of Scrolls and the Divine Physician. And then for your crystal card, you got Success. I love that. Perfect, right? And then from the Lessons Oracle, Soul Lessons Oracle, you got, this is, sorry, I'm having a hard time reading that. Some of the writing on these is very discipline and trust. And then your final card you got was an astrology card, and it's Neptune. Dreams. I love this deck for you guys. This is really cool. So what is it telling me? Right away, I got that you are very, very energetic about this idea that you have, about this thing that you want to do. You are ready to, with a very young energy, you don't have to be young, okay? With the young energy of enthusiasm, you are ready to see how the Fool leaps in. You are ready to leap in feet first, and you just can't wait for it. And what you can't wait for is that I see you want to be some sort of, however this is going to look for you, okay? Some sort of religious or guru-like figure, someone who teaches gospel, or someone who teaches meditation, okay? Or someone who teaches a higher understanding of your soul's purpose. You want to teach. You want to preach. You want to leap right into whatever this is, okay? And all of this is telling me that that's who you are and what you want to do. And I think that's beautiful, okay? That you have a very distinct idea of what you want to do. However that looks to you, this is definitely a spiritual awakening for you, okay? And it's an awakening that you've had, and you want to share it. And that is magnificent. I think that's so wonderful. Whatever direction this goes for you, you've got the King of Scrolls here, so you definitely want to talk. You want to write it down. You want to tell the world about it. And that's the King of Scrolls, absolutely. You have success, the success card here, so that is absolutely going to, you will be successful. It's right underneath the Ace of Swords and the Fool. You're ready to leap in and be successful. That's very cool. You have the Dream card. It's a dream fulfilled for you. It's something you've thought about for a very long time. But what they are asking you to do is be more disciplined about this, okay? Trust that the messages you're getting about the energetic, youthful, wow, I want this so bad. Trust that this is coming from Spirit and that it is being given to you from Spirit, okay? So you need to be more disciplined about it, and you need to trust it more, okay? Trust your own intuitions. Trust your own spiritual awakening, because Spirit is telling you, we can give you more. We can give you all you want. If you want to go out there and you want to preach, you want to teach, you want to enlighten, whatever it is that you choose, however this fits into your life, okay? However this fits into whatever practice that you, spiritual practice that you're going for, because that's absolutely what I'm seeing here, okay? It's the very first message that I got, is that this is some kind of spiritual awakening, and that you have a message that you want to share with the whole wide world, and you really want to just leap right into it with the, you know, feet first. So the message here is to get more of this abundance, this energy, this spirituality, this spiritual awakening that you have gotten and you want to share with everyone. what they're saying is you need to, first of all, you need to trust. And secondly, you need to have more discipline about it. Okay. So if that means you need to do a little more learning first about what it is that you want to do, maybe if you don't already have a guru of your own. Okay. What is the other way of saying it? A pastor or somebody like that that you can go to, okay, whatever your religious belief is, or whatever your spiritual path is, okay, that you're going on, because you're very clearly on a spiritual awakening here, okay, and it's something that is came to you from spirit, okay, and they're pumped about giving this to you. I can tell that here, right? There's a massive amount of dreaming and success here, okay, but you need to be a little bit more disciplined, and I think maybe you have a little bit more to learn, and that's what they're trying to tell you. And that you need to trust that this idea, this inspiration came directly from source, and you need to run with it. Be the fool, jump in feet first. They're so excited about it. But get a little bit more disciplined about it, and it will come easier for you. If you're feeling a little bit stagnated or stuck or something, and exactly how you want to go about it, time to sit back and talk to Spirit a little bit more and say, what would you like me to do next? Which direction should I go in? Give me a sign. Please talk to me. Filter through me. Give me your magnificent light. I'm here. I'm open to it. But be a little bit more disciplined about it. Okay? That's clearly what they're saying to you here. But I see massive amounts of success for you guys for whatever path that you're going down. This may just be that this is a spiritual path just for you. And this is something that you're doing just for yourself. And you're learning for yourself. And you're teaching yourself. Okay? And later on down the road, you may start sharing it with your friends, or you may start sharing it with your neighbors, or you may start sharing it with the world, okay? You may actually write it down and write a book or speak about it somehow, okay? But maybe it applies to you right now that you've just started out on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, and you're leaping in because you feel it, right? It's in your soul, and you feel it just pouring out of you. I think that's amazing. You're going to be successful, that is for sure. But a little bit more education and trust, and you are well on your way. Ask Spirit for anything that you need. They're always there to talk to you, especially your spirit guides. They're like, yeah, we see you, we got you, and we want you to be successful in it. Okay? They just kind of see you as the rescuer of others. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I think you could be in the words that you speak, in the teachings that you have inside of you, the notions that you have, the ideas that you have about spirituality. I think that you can really be a rescuer to some people. I think that's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there because I think that's great. And I don't need to say anything else. And I'd like to thank your guides and my guides for a beautiful message. I hope I get to see you guys again soon. Bye.